Welcome to all of my readers out there. I'm your author, Antoinette Smith. And remember, I will be coming to you live every Thursday, 7 a.m. in the morning or 7 p.m. at night. So remember to get your books, get your books, get your books. They're on sale. Get them in either paperback or digital version. Remember, each book comes with a bookmark. Each will get its own bookmark. Each book comes with a loyalty card. The Real Antoinette Come Forth has 4 separate books. If you buy the first 3 books, I will give you the 4th book free. And the Behind the Scene book series comes with 5 books. If you buy the first 4 books, I will give you the 5th book free. This morning, we will be talking about, and by the way, the year of 2021, this will be our Meet the Author sessions. So please send in all your questions, comments, and concerns because I want to address them live. I will be answering all questions live. All of your concerns that you may have, I will address them live. So send them to me, whether via text message, email, or this Facebook account. Okay? We're going to talk about volume number 2 today. We're still in the Real Antoinette Come Forth. And this is volume 1, 2, and 3. We're on chapter 2 today. Volume number 2 today. And it is titled The Death of a Girl. The Death of a Girl. And it is age 12 to 16. And it is from childhood to motherhood. I'll be addressing 2 things this morning. Teen pregnancy. So to all you teen parents out there, whether you're a teen mother or a teen father, there is hope for us. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Hold your head up. Raise your baby. Life goes on. You know, you can have a good life. You know, just hold your head up. And to the parents that have teens that are parents, it's not the end of the world. We know it caused you a lot of trouble, you know, but you have to look at the bright side of things. Not all things are bad. No matter how the baby may have come, still give the child a chance, give your children a chance, and just thank God for them. Okay? So I'm going to do like I did a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to read the chapters first, and then I'm going to read a portion of the chapters. So chapter 1 is titled The Plot. Chapter 2, My Plot in Effect. Chapter 3, The Death of a Girl. Chapter 4, The Big Reveal. Excuse me. Chapter 5 is Lockdown. Chapter 6, Troubled Pregnancy. Chapter 7, Life After Childbirth. Chapter 8, Wide Open. Chapter 9, The Arrival of Child 2 and 3. Okay, the most asked question everybody want to know when they hear about me getting pregnant at 12 years old, excuse me, having my baby at 13. What was my parents' response to my pregnancy at age 12? So I'm going to read a portion of this story and a portion of this book that deals with that part, so I can answer your question by reading it. And then also just get the book and you'll have to read the rest of the story for yourself. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but I am going to get started on it. So we're going to read from chapter 5, and it is titled Lockdown, and it's November of 1988. The doctor confirmed my pregnancy. My mother told her she wanted me to have an abortion. I said, I'm not killing my baby. I don't care what you say. You better not touch me. My daddy said you better not touch me either. Excuse me. The doctor told my mother she would look at the ultrasound to tell her if an abortion was possible. The doctor came back into the room and told my mother it was too late. I was 13 weeks pregnant and my due date would be May 5th, 1989. And she would have to watch me closely because of the high-risk pregnancy because of my age. She enrolled me into parenting classes that I would attend once a week. We left the doctor's office and my mother was very upset. She said to me, "You're not going anywhere except school and home. No more weekends with your daddy. No more staying night with your cousins. Nothing. No more excuse me, no more staying after school. You come home on the bus every day. No more Awana either. If you get hot, you better take a cold shower." I was thinking, if I get hot, it's wintertime in Illinois. I didn't know, and I didn't have a clue what she was talking about, but I was about to find out. I didn't know, and neither did my cousins tell me that once you start having sex, you desire and crave for it. I didn't know that my body would behave so badly because it wanted sex. They missed telling me that part. So the next 2 months, I spent them depressed and crying because I missed my baby's daddy and my father too. He would come to visit me, but I could no longer spend the weekends with him. My parents argued about this for months. I just told my daddy to leave it alone. We knew that my mother would never change her mind. I was in class again, and the intercom came on. Antoinette reported to the office, prepared to go home. I didn't get in a hurry at this point because I could care less about what's going on with anyone. It was my mother in the office that had checked me out. I dare not ask her any questions. When I got to the car, I was greeted by 2 of my aunties. Lord, this has got to be serious. We headed to Kankakee, a town 25 miles from my hometown. When we arrived at the police station, my heart started racing. Excuse me. Am I going to jail? Or do they have my baby's daddy? What's going on? My mother said, "Come on into the station." I was scared and I was nervous because she was fed up with me and my lies. I thought I was being shipped off. She went to the desk and asked for Officer so-and-so. He came out and my mother said, "This is Antoinette here." He said, "Come with me to the back." And I told my mother that this shouldn't take 30 minutes. What shouldn't take 30 minutes? I'm thinking to myself. The officer said, "Sit down, ma'am." I sat down. "I'm Detective so-and-so. I'm going to be asking you a lot of questions and please don't lie. If you lie, you may be put in jail." I said, "Okay." And he began asking questions. "What's your full name? How old are you? What's your birthday?" "My name is Antoinette Scott. I'm 12 years old and my date of birth is January 18th. He said, 12 years old? "Yes, sir, I'm 12. He got on the phone and called the chief of police to the desk. He asked the chief, "How old do this young lady look to you?" The chief said, "Stand up, please." I stood up. And the chief said 17 or 18. The officer said, "No, sir. This is the 12-year-old girl that the mother came in to file a complaint of her being pregnant by a 25-year-old man." The chief said, "What? How old did you tell him you were?" I said 18 years old. The chief said, "I would have believed you too. Did he force himself on you in any way for sex?" I said, "No, I asked him for sex." "How many times were you intimate with this man?" I said 4 times. So I'm not going to read the whole story to you because I want you to get the book. So a lot of people, they wanted to know what was my parents' response to their child getting pregnant at 12 years old. My mother was very, 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 very upset. She wanted to deal with things legally, and she did. She tried. As you see, we went to the police station. She filed a complaint. And so you would have to read what happened, with that situation. And my father, on the other hand, my mother was that way because in her family, you don't get pregnant that early. That's unheard of. They never heard of. You don't deal with stuff like that, So she wanted the matter to be rectified. My father, on the other hand, he came from a family. His mother had her first child at 13, and he wanted to deal with things more himself. Didn't want to get the law involved. He was going to take matters into his own hand, rather confronting my children's father and, you know, with the baby situation. So all three of my parents came together to try to find a common ground that was the best for myself, for the child, and everyone else that was involved. And you would have to just read and see what happened. You have to see, did I keep the child? Did I give the child up for adoption? Did my parents raise the child? And so get your books. Get your books. And then also, I wanted to talk to the teen parents. A lot of people put us down by getting pregnant young, you know, and they feel like our life is over. We made poor choices, which might have been the case, but they don't know what position was put in at that time. They don't really know why we became pregnant at an early age. They don't really know what situation transpired for you to become a teen parent. So if you are a teen parent, keep your head up. There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's not the end of the world. You know, it may feel like it at the time because you have different people putting their input in and weighing the situation of your life, you know. And so they put it's like once you become a teen parent, they just feel like your life is over with. There's gonna be nothing to you, you know. You made a bad choice and everybody know it, and it's just like a bad cold that keep lingering, you know, especially when it comes to people. So you can get past it. You can get past it. You just have to learn to be in content within yourself and do the best things that you can do to the best of your ability to raise your child. If you're going to keep the child, or whether you give it up for adoption, you can still make a great life for yourself. Yes, you will have challenges, but people that get pregnant in 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, they have challenges as well. You understand what I'm saying? So don't be so focus on what other people say. Yeah, they still look at me crazy, you know. And my children is, I'm not gonna tell the story, but they're older, they're grown now, but they still like, you how old? Your children how old? And they immediately form an opinion of us. So, you know, just stay prayed up, stay encouraged. You can get through it. The parents that have children that are teen parents, keep your head up. Yes, society gonna blame you. Well, what the parents do? Where was they at? You know, and that wasn't the case in my situation, because my parents was there, but they had issues going on, you know. And then I did a lot of lying. You know, I did a lot of sneaking around. So, you know, I was responsible. You know what I'm saying? For putting myself in different situations, you know, and becoming pregnant. I actually planned to become pregnant. So it wasn't a result of my parents not being there, my parents not loving me, and my parents not caring. I found a way to do the things that I wanted to do. As with most children, you know, teenagers or whatever. If you really want to do something, you're going to do it. You know, you was a teen at one point. You know, I just took mine to the extreme because that's what I wanted to do at that time, because I was in a different situation. Okay. So, you know, read the book. Read the book. It's okay. Read the book. I want you to get your books. I want you to ask questions. If you have concerns, I want to address them live, you know. And so next week, we're still going to be in the final book of The Real Internet Conforce. We're going to be in the final book, value number 3. Let me see. Value number 3. And it is The Years of a Teen. The Years of a Teen. And it is age 16, and 17. And it is about motherhood, a student, and a battered woman. So we're gonna read from this book, and we're gonna talk about this book, and we're gonna finish up with this value. This book right here, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to finish up with this next week, y'all. So get your books. I'm telling you, they on sale. Send your questions in. I will answer them live. We're going to be addressing a lot of things. Teen pregnancy. Teen pregnancy. Parents being teen pregnancy. Battered women. Being a student. You know, we're going to talk about it. I want to engage in a conversation with you about all of these human experiences that I passed through, that's clearly what they are. That's what I address them as. They're human experiences that I passed through, I walked through, I overcame, and I want you to know that you can overcome them too. If you find yourself in that situation, if you have already walked through it, you know what I'm saying? Or if you may encounter it down the future, or you know somebody that have encountered any of these situations, there is hope. Okay? So remember, until we meet again, God gets the glory and I tell the story. Goodbye.